Whole lot of red, whole lot of red. One shot to the head, nigga you dead. I don't give a fuck about a nigga, kill a nigga off red. Just bought a new cake, that's a brand new leg. Got a brand new beach, that's some brand new friends. Got a brand new bag, that's some brand new ends. Got a brand new coupe, that's a brand.
Hey, this song just make me think about 2017, 2018. God damn it. I can tell by his hair. I think 2018, that nigga had the blonde shit, unless I'm tripping. This might be like 2017, but this song just make you think about the old days, you know what I'm saying? Because the old days, the sound, like, I was born in 01, you feel me? People around my age gap, that 2016, 2019 music era was arguably literally that 2016, 17, 18, 19, those 4 years, that 4-year run, 3-4 year run, jeez. That's one of the best musical, the SoundCloud era is one of the best eras of music. I stamped that. Anybody in their 20s, I'll tell you that, bro. Especially if you was born in 1990. I'll 1998, 1999 until like 2004-ish. You know ball for real, because just listen to the vibe. Just make you think about high school or something.
Skeleton, beady, that's a bust down.
Hold on.
Shawty get down.
Hold on.
Shawty come around. Shawty know. Ain't a nigga I trust. I hit it home in your gut. But this ain't rush. I turn that hoe to a slut. Shawty gon' fall. We put that phone.
Y'all remember that dance? I'll tell you, this shit make you bring out dances you ain't did in years. Y'all remember this hoe? Hold on. Back in my day, if you could hit that, you was good. Back in my day, if you could hit that, you was good, gang. Y'all don't understand what we had back then, bro. Y'all don't understand. And a nigga like a Playboi Carti, the reason why Playboi Carti is still goated in 2026, or the reason why mainstream media, he's been popping. Carti has been popping. But he had like a second prime the last 2 years. He dropped a whole lot of red. No. What did he drop in 2020, y'all? With the vampire type cover. Was that whole lot of red? I feel like I'm tripping. He dropped it on Christmas. I'm my bad, y'all. But that album he dropped, bro. And then when he came back and dropped music, like 4 years later, he doesn't have those peaks if he didn't have 2016, 17, and 18, and 19, bro. Cause back then he wasn't as exclusive as he is now. Nowadays, when niggas think of Carti, they think of the vamp shit. They think of, oh, he's mysterious. He don't show his face. You only see him at concert. But back then, this nigga had a song with Nicki Minaj. This nigga was he performed with her at like the BET Awards or some shit like that. He had an interview with Not Sway in the Morning. He had an interview with Big Boy TV. He was doing interviews and shit like that. Like he was like a young popping artist. The mystique wasn't there yet. The aura was there, but the mystique wasn't there. That's two different things, bro. That's two different things. The mystique was not there yet. Once he started going like ducking off a little bit, because back then, and now I say this about Carti, looking at the nigga how he is now, looking at him back then, I'm not surprised about how he turned out, because he always was, he back then it was like on some, like he been calling himself a rock star, him and Uzi. They was on some rock star shit, but it was like some nigga rock star shit, some hip, like, you feel me, tattoos everywhere, colorful hair, the way we dress, the jewel, like, you feel me, the vibe in the music, like, this was considered like a rock star vibe back in the SoundCloud era. I don't want to say for niggas, but in the hip hop community, this was like emo rock star shit.
When the fuck this shit up, I'm going too fast.
The mumble rapping and shit like that, you feel me? That vibe, specifically him and Uzi started that for sure. Like, it's not a nigga like a Yeet or a Destroy Lonely or a Ken Carson if Uzi and Carti didn't come out. Facts. Carti back then, Cash Carti, it was swaggier. He'd talk more and shit like that. But you could always tell, like, the nigga was always on some weird shit. Know what I'm saying? I don't think it's weird, but he was always on some weird shit. Boom, I think it was 2018, 2019 when he died. When his shit got long, he died at Blonde. He started, he started doing the little vampire, sticking the tongue out, all that shit. He slick started doing that shit. Uzi was diving into that shit more. You feel me? This is a sidebar, but a nigga like, I don't even want to bring that up right now. But I was finna say a nigga like X, X wasn't a nigga rock star. X wasn't like the hip hop version of, you feel me, the emo shit. X was like real deal emo. He wasn't cutting the line. He wasn't walking the line. He was, you feel me? He was the line. X was emo. Like, a lot of niggas don't even fuck with X like that. Just cause like, nigga, that I don't want to hear that. It's like he playing like what? X was like, and I'm not saying this to take away from Uzi or Carti. I'm just saying that, and it's not like X was doing some vampire shit back then, but gang, he cut off his eyebrows and he looked like a ghost at some point. Like X been, and then even what he was wearing, he didn't even look like a rapper. He wore skinny jeans and shit like that. But y'all remember his XXL freestyle? X been all the way a rock star. Uzi and Carti are all the way rock stars now, but I'm telling you, X was ahead of his time, bro. What? I used to love this song. No 808s, this is not no. I want to say that girl, I think, was his actual baby mama. But you feel me? Like, I kind of went off tracks with that, y'all. But I was just explaining like the hip hop, the emo stars and hip hop and shit like that.